want to make feel that themselves that they're important people. Like sovereign nation, like us, we're the ones that manage the money as people, create more, could have more people, create more jobs. I mean, educate people as well.
What is the most important issue to you? What would you say that's the one issue you want to fight for?
The most important issue here is immigration reform.
Immigration reform.
There shouldn't be no discrimination. Stop racism. It's important. And all the laws are equal. Regardless if you're a citizen or illegal, you should have the right as a human being to be able to stay in this country. That makes it awesome. It's been a month. This is my anniversary. 1 month.
1 month?
University. Yesterday was anniversary for us.
Who are you here with?
I volunteer by myself.
You by yourself? Okay.
I also have. I work in telemarketing, corporate. I'm a designer, graphic designer, and I did real estate, fashion. So pretty much, I sustain myself as independent. Like I make money for Saeed where I work. Also, but it's more important to volunteer. Take a little bit of time at work to be here because I really do care about this. I waited for a long time to wait for this moment. You see you see the map out there? The nations are gonna unite. World peace is coming.
All right, man. I like your attitude.
Yeah.
Signing people up, getting commitments from people to do that is another thing to think about, right? But in that kind of scenario, right, one of the things that was talked about is sitting down, right? A number of people kind of talk about when we think about nonviolent civil disobedience. Oftentimes, one of the first things we think about is sitting down, sitting in the street. Different struggles have used that, sitting in front of factories, occupying factories, sitting in, right? Like the UAW, United Auto Workers struggles in the 30s. A lot of this, like, kind of sitting down, taking over spaces. Now, part of the reason for that is that if you're in a group and you're standing, you're just a lot easier to move, right, than if you sit down. So one of the most basic things if you want to hold space is sit down to make it just that much difficult. That way, like, police can't come in and just push you, right, and move you back like they can if you're standing up, right? So one of the most basic things that helps hold space, sitting on the ground. Now, before we move into kind of any of these tactics, I just want to be very clear. We don't have time to go into a full legal training here, again, which we would do with a longer training.
As long as it's not collaborating with the police, still easy.
Potentially, and sorry, I just interrupted myself when I was going to finish. Is that
University of La Verne. I'm really just down here by myself at University of La Verne, where I teach. Okay, thank you.
Do exactly what that officer says from that point on, then they legally can add on the charge of resisting arrest. They don't always do it, and certainly you do not have to resist arrest to get a resisting arrest charge. They can put that charge on you no matter what you do, right? But again, just to be very aware that if you decide, once a police officer says you're under arrest, get up and come with me, if you don't do that, even if you nothing else, if you just don't stand up and walk away with them, you potentially could get that resisting arrest charge, right?
How old are you, my man?
I'm 35. I was just a baby when y'all was finishing with y'all.
Man, wait a minute. Now, I was just a baby Myself, well, I was not a baby. I was
He was a teenager.
well, I was no. Wait a minute. I was born in '59. See, I was born in '59. So I knew what was going on, but I wasn't able to get out of Mama's house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My brothers and sisters were out, out hanging.
Demonstrating and doing things.
Absolutely.
See, I'm just trying to add on to that on the whole, on the collective, man. Like, so many of my generation, we don't do nothing. We worried about the newest ringtone. We worried about the newest song, the newest dance. You know, the consciousness has died of the people. You know what I'm saying? I see us like bastards of the party movement. You know, I mean, the youth, they had no father figures in the homes. They was taken away due to crack, whatever, you know what I'm saying, drug infestations that came through our neighborhoods and such, as well as the psychological warfare that was taking place in our homes. This left us being disenfranchised. You know what I'm saying? The youth of America. You want to see America unveiled? Go 3 blocks away from here, Skid Row.
Well,
see the youth.
Well, how'd you get your insight? How'd you get hip to what's happening?
Listen to the elders.
Oh, okay.
I finally start listening to what y'all saying.
Okay.
Instead of when my generation, when y'all talk, we say, man, fuck that.
Right.
We gonna reinvent the wheel.
Right.
No, we gonna do this. We don't even make up nothing. Ain't nothing new under the sun. This movement ain't been. This is the timeless movement of your people been here and always gonna ever be here. It's just gonna get worse and worse. The powder cake just gonna blow one day.
Genre, when he was getting sort of started, and a couple of things came about on it. No, we're very sympathetic. Trying to say we want to bring this to the students because we're 25 miles away from here in the San Gabriel Valley. And we talked to a couple of people, and they're willing to come speak with us, but
It does got nothing to do with the
that's what we came down
Put
today.
you in the right
So,
place. Right? Yes. So I come twice a day to check. Or it's just so happened that yesterday he said, yes, this is your lucky day. I have a testimony. I don't care who used it before me. You know? I didn't ask him.
I don't know.